I must tell you about one of my political convictions.
Sure, please.
In that refugee camp where I lived, I came to one conclusion, a minority conclusion, because there were many people in that refugee camp who had thought of revenge. I said, they lost everything.
Correct.
I said that unless these two countries become united in an embrace of love and cooperation, both will be ruined. And I can swear that I worked upon that political conviction till today, in spite of the fact, and today I was dictating an article. Incidentally, you know that nobody knows that I'm running a newspaper.
Sunday Guardian.
I have started my newspaper, Sunday Guardian, which is my protest and remedy against the press, which in this country is heavily bought. Press has completely lost its integrity, both the print media as well as the television media. So I've started a newspaper. M.J. Akbar is my editor. And he's the best editor in the English language, there's no question.
Yeah.
And now more than 100 weeks have gone by. I have never missed writing my weekly piece.
Wonderful.
And it has to be sent to the Sunday Guardian by Saturday morning. Before you came, I completed it and my boys have typed it. And it is something, it's an appeal to the people of Pakistan.
Wonderful.
And I've told them, I said, what are you doing? You know what they've done? I invited the bar of the Supreme Court of Pakistan.
Sure.
Asma Jahangir, who was an old friend of mine, she became a member of she became the chairman of the Supreme Court Bar Association of Pakistan. She wanted to come. I said, you're most welcome. So she brought some group of about 133 lawyers from Pakistan, senior lawyers. I treated them for 4 days here, like royalty.
Wonderful.
And at the end of the meeting, we unanimously passed resolutions that India and Pakistan will never go to war, no terrorism, no violence. All pending disputes or future disputes will be settled either by negotiation or by arbitration, failing that by reference to the International Court of Justice. I tell you, I thought that we had achieved something. The result of this meeting was that I received an invitation from the Chief Justice of Pakistan to go. I told him that I am not bringing 133 lawyers, but I am going to bring 3 lawyers.
Sure.
I took 2 lawyers with me, and the third was a non-practicing lawyer who was really a journalist, but I wanted that lady to come. We had tremendous welcome there. I had a long midnight meeting with President Zardari, and I got the same message that they are serious about peace. I regret that Pakistan has fallen foul of that promise. I mean, they are making such stupid statements. Now, one extremist leader has made a statement which has been quoted in the last issue of Economist, that there's some slight water dispute. We have already an Indus Water Treaty, and we are prepared to settle everything by negotiation and peace. They have said either the water will flow or we'll see to it that the rivers of blood flow. I have written in that article to the people, I said, please, for God's sake, I am a lover of Pakistan, but don't destroy my love and affection for you.
Sure.
How come that any civilized nation can today talk in these terms? That if you don't settle this water dispute, the rivers of blood will follow. And what are they saying? That jihad is a Quranic duty. I said, you bastards haven't read the Quran. I am a student of Quran. I have read the whole of Quran from word to word. And I have written in that article today that your prophet was one of the greatest prophets. The one prophet and the only prophet who told his followers that go in search of knowledge. And the only prophet who told his people that the ink of the scholar is more valuable than the blood of a martyr.
Yep.
I said, you are all insulting your prophet by saying that the Quran is teaching you this kind of vulgarity. आज मेरी article गई है. I'll give you a copy tomorrow.
Oh, thank you.
Use that. It will appear on Sunday.
Sure.
So I am, in my politics, I have been a member of parliament ever since 1977. I am the only Indian who ever got political asylum in the United States.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about your experiences during emergency?
Look, first of all, I have been a friend of Israel for a long time. I had an organization called the Federated Friends of Israel. I had nearly 45 branch offices throughout the country. And if there is one popular Indian in Israel, it is me.
I'm sure.
I mean, there is no question about it. You know that 1975, Indira Gandhi declared an emergency.
That's correct.
And at that time, I was the elected leader of the Bar of India, being a chairman of the Bar Council of India. I was not reconciled to this emergency.
Yeah.
And I used to speak very freely about it. And I knew that someday they will pick me up anyhow.
Because
then
of
there was
your speeches?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then there was a meeting of the Kerala State Bar in Palghar, some down south. And as the chairman of the bar, I was invited. And while I spoke there, I attacked the emergency, I attacked its phony nature, and I said that all this is nothing but a political fraud which is being committed on the Indian democracy and the people of this country. And I almost preached rebellion.
Wow.
The collector, the district superintendent of police, all the fellows were sitting in the crowd. And you know, I don't want to name some lawyers. Today they are big Supreme Court lawyers sitting on the desk. And while they were midway through my speech, they quietly left and ran away. One of them was Venugopal.
I see. Interesting.
Okay. I reached Bombay the next day. Next day I was in Madras thereafter arguing a case in the Madras High Court. My wife telephoned to me that there is a warrant for your arrest. And the Commissioner of Police just telephoned. So I said, tell the Commissioner of Police that my husband is in Madras and he's returning tomorrow. You can execute your warrant tomorrow.
Okay.
Don't do it. So the Commissioner of Police told her that don't worry, madam, and let him come. And we are in no hurry. On the other hand, that poor fellow had told his counterpart that how the hell on the telephone do I know that you are a authorized officer to serve these warrants? You better bring the warrant here to Bombay. I'll see it and then execute it.
Okay.
He didn't tell my wife. So next day I returned. In the meantime, 300 lawyers, led by Mr. Palkiwala and Soli Sorabji, had obtained an injunction from a judge of the Bombay High Court, restraining them from arresting me.
I see.
And credit to the High Courts of India, 9 High Courts held that despite the emergency, courts are not powerless to protect liberty.
Wonderful.
Including the Bombay High Court. Matter was taken to the Supreme Court by the government. Scandalous. Then the matter came to be argued in the Supreme Court. I appeared for one of the clients, one of the detainees.
Sure.
I can only tell you my opening speech to the judges.
Oh, you'd like to hear that? Please.
I said, my lords, you will not be impressed by the fact that I have just been instructed to appear for one detainee. I am not appearing only for him. I am appearing for the thousands of innocent people who are rotting in India's jails. But I can see from your lordship's reaction to what I am telling you that you are not impressed.
Yep.
Now I am going to tell you that I appear for all 5 of you. So the Chief Justice almost fell out of his chair,
I see.
literally.